Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Last Snacks 5 here, and this is the Daily Boost hosted by my community Love and Action Network, who you can find more about at loveandlovable.org. I just kind of had a huge technical difficulty here with my mic and everything, so apologies for that. I had like a record, like 5 people in here. I was like, wow, and my mic's not working. Now we're back to zero. Just kind of how it goes, you know. I caught everybody had a good time, and now it's a bad time. But yeah, I'll let the Telegram know I'm back up actually before I. Anyway, I forgot I'm recording now. But how are you guys all doing today? I hope you're doing great. The whole point of the Daily Boost is to encourage, empower, and equip ourselves with the knowledge that we are loved and lovable, and also to um give ourselves the tools to get through, our day to day, which is, can be pretty difficult as, life be life. And as I like to say, life be like, and we're back up after some technical difficulties. Um, my whole intro is just out of whack now. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna just get right into it. Our source material for the Daily Boost is 52 Weeks Conscious Contact by Melody Beatty, as well as the 7 Day Pillar Challenge, or better known as the 7 Day Chakra Challenge, which we go through Sunday through Saturday, just talking about the chakras. Um, Yesterday was about the heart chakra, and today is about the throat chakra, which is for Thursday. We call it Thursdays in the business throat chakra Thursday. But first, we'll be talking about, we'll be using the source material from Melody Beatty. Right now, we are on week 15, I believe. Week 15. Um, yeah, week 15. The theme of the week is lovability this week, and we are on day 5. Every day has a focus. Today's focus is an action, but first, I'm going to read the little blurb from Melody Beauty for 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact, and then we'll get into discussions about that. Might go into some other discussions about other things that I have to talk about or would like to talk about, I mean. And then we'll get to the talk about the chakras a little bit. As I said before, I hope you guys are all doing well and hoping the day you feel that you deserve, as Dr. Flo likes to say sometimes. Um, and I hope you feel like, you deserve a great day or a good day, and that you are, having it, as well as, working towards, you know, actively having it. So I'll get into day 5. Day 5. Could you soften up just a little bit and let someone love you? Can you at least start by believing someone cares? And that's the excerpt. Just two simple sentences. Could you soften up just a little bit and let someone love you? Can you at least start by believing someone cares? Can you at least start? Can you at least start by believing someone cares? I remember, I mean, even sometimes now, um, and especially back then, a couple years, whether that be 1 year ago, a couple years ago, I didn't feel like anyone really cared about me. I mean, other than, like, my mother, I didn't really feel like anybody really cared about me. Family didn't really show me that they necessarily did. With some of the things that happen and some of the things that have happened recently, even. So, um, not, and the thing that happened recently wasn't directly at me, but it had to do with my family. So, but let someone that cares about you, let someone love you. Soften up by well, I don't want to say soften up by like doing something. Like I don't want to tell you to in like how you need to soften yourself up. That's up to you and your discretion, but you just have to. But when it says soften up, I kind of take it as opening up and opening up to the ability to being loved, like even for your mistakes that you make or either have. Um, Open up and allow yourself to receive love. Work on that lovability, as it's our theme of the week, lovability. You have to first decide to love yourself before you can love anyone else, and you have to love yourself to be able to receive love as well. I used to be a believer. I used to be a person that didn't believe that case. I thought if even though I hated myself, I could still love other people just fine. And to an extent, you can, but you can't do it the way you want to because you can't accept love. Therefore, you can't. You won't be able to give it for too long either, because on your bad days, you're gonna have bad days, and you're doing yourself a disservice by not loving yourself, by choosing not to love yourself and care for yourself. You're doing yourself a disservice, and well, I'll talk a little bit about that more in depth here in a second. The action. We'll get into the action. Um, the action of the day. The next time someone offers to do something nice for you, don't instantly reject the offer. If it feels appropriate, accept the offer. It says in a quote, not quotations, parentheses. It says maybe push yourself a little here. Don't accept another's kindness to make that person feel good. Do it for you. Do it for you. Don't accept another person's kindness to make them feel good. Do it for you. If you don't decide to, if your goal at the end of the day isn't selfish, I'll say, if your goal at the end of the day isn't selfish in a way, it's it's gonna be hard for you to see it, as a worthwhile goal. And when I say selfish, I mean you gotta be wanting to do it for yourself. You can't want to do it for other people. Like here in Love and Action Network, the whole point of our work is to help other people. But if we first didn't, believe to love ourselves, we wouldn't be able to even attempt to spread that love. If we weren't open to attempting to love ourselves, even. Um, where am I going with that? Where am I going with that thought? I don't know. I'm honestly bummed that I missed out on 5 people because of my technical difficulties. I definitely wanted to talk to some of those people, but I don't know who all those people were anyway. That's all right. Um, that's part of the lovability thing. I definitely in that moment felt like I was very stupid. Um, I still kind of feel it now, but that's why it's important to um, express your emotions. Also to exercise your emotions. Exercising your emotions are very important. If you don't exercise your emotions, much like if you don't exercise your body, you're probably gonna be getting cramps if you start trying to do any strenuous activity. Once you feel a strong emotion, you won't necessarily know how to deal with it. You might even for lack of a better word, blow up on somebody or like, just break down, whatever negative, emotion you're probably gonna be at the extreme of, whatever that spectrum is for you. Um, don't let yourself go to that moment. Don't let yourself sit in that moment. Uh, oh wait, I forgot my Telegram's still open. Sorry guys, if you guys heard that. Um, like I said, I'm disappointed in myself right now just because I didn't do my mic check. I thought my mic was doing fine. It wasn't. Um, I just didn't check. It was a mistake that happened. I gotta move on from it, even though I'm gonna probably beat myself up about it. I try not to, and I encourage you guys not to beat yourself up about things either. I'm working on not doing things like that to myself, um, because I used to do it all the time, and it's not. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't if you don't even try to love yourself and give yourself grace and just try to do better. Um, you're gonna make mistakes. Things aren't gonna go right. I mean, shoot, things have just kind of been not really going well for me lately. I mean, I didn't really get accepted to the union or job I was trying to get. That didn't work out. That flopped. But like I said, it comes down to a choice. I used to just feel like, I used to just go through the motions every day. I used to just go through life just every day felt the same, and I don't want other people to do that. Don't just go through the motions, go through life, go through life with a purpose, go through um you're going to make mistakes and it's okay. You just got to be able to move through those mistakes and know that you can do better and that you will do better. And then mistakes are going to happen. It's just a natural part of life. Mistakes are actually really important because they show you where you need to improve on or where you can improve. And it's not exactly, a be all end all type deal or just, a set in stone thing. If you mess something up, you always have the freedom to try again or get back up, or you always have the freedom to do something else too. There's a lot of things to do in the world, even though it seems there's not many things to do in the world. And we have all the time to do it, even though the time feels so short. At the end of the day, time does feel, short when you look back on it all the time. Um, just presently ground ourselves. That's what I challenge us to do today. In Throat Chakra Thursdays, be present with yourself. Speak highly of yourself. Give yourself grace when you need it. There's going to be days when you wake up and you don't want to do this thing called life anymore. You don't want to um you don't want to wake up, you don't want to move, you don't want to go to work, you don't want to go to school, you don't want to do anything. And that's when you kind of have to ask yourself, why what's the like what where am I going? I had it and then I lost it. You have to ask yourself, um yeah, as Tara said, what is your why? What is your why? Um, I couldn't. I still don't, to be honest, know my why. Um, I'm just kind of moving through life. I'm trying to. I mean, the only difference now is than it was before. When I was just kind of moving through life, is that I'm looking for that purpose actively. I'm trying new things. I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone, going live and things like that. I'm telling you guys, it was very disappointing. Um Going live and then, seeing five people are here, but I'm talking to nobody. My mic's not working and I don't know, didn't know how to fix it. And I get it back up and then, not as many people show up. Obviously, you know, that's disheartening, but it's also still okay because, you know, you gotta it's okay because I'm still just trying to do this to connect with people. It might not work this time, but it might work the next day or the day after. Um, as much as I thought, how fun it would have been to interact with those, 5 people possibly, if they even wanted to interact. Most people who even join don't necessarily interact, but um, I'm just trying to move better for myself. So honestly, this is just good practice for me and trying to, be on camera, like be on video, trying to put myself out there, be vulnerable and, try to talk to people about things I've been through as well as, maybe things that other people have been through or, talk about how, I feel about things. Speaking of, how I feel about things, please call for a ceasefire for the people of Palestine, says, the Gaza Strip, ceasefire now. Uh, where am I? Where am I? But yeah, as Melody Beauty says, do it for you. Don't do you're only doing yourself a disservice by not trying your best each and every day. Especially if there is something in life that you want. Like if you know there's something that you want in life, there's no reason why you shouldn't be actively pursuing that. Um, there's no reason to tell yourself that, oh, I'm just, too lazy to do it. Like, oh, I would be this, but I'm just too lazy. If that's the case, you don't really want to be that. You need to find something that you actually want to do because you don't want to be it if you just say, you're lazy. Um, that just means you don't want it. If you're too lazy to get what you want, that just means you don't want it. That's just how it is. That's the truth. I'm sorry to say it, but that is the truth. Um, the way depression works, I mean, we make ourselves, like I said, nobody can make you feel any type of way. We say it, as I like to say all the time, only you can make yourself feel, happy, make yourself, feel love, make yourself feel sadness, anger. Nobody makes you feel these emotions. You feel these emotions due to, either your expectations being met or overachieved even, your expectations being, um being overly met or your expectations, weren't met. And I say that because, well, an example is, somebody says something you didn't expect them to say. Like, let's say it was like you're black man, and someone says a racial slur, whether that was to you or you just heard it. Whether that was to you, to black people specifically, or to somebody else, you just heard a racial slur, and that bothers you or made you upset. Understand that you have made yourself upset because of a word that was said. When you break it down, you are upset because a word was said that you do not either agree with or do not um identify with, accept. You don't like it, pretty much. Um, that is an example of how you have made yourself feel upset because at the end of the day, you can only control what you can control. Um, you control how you react, and that's why I say we make ourselves feel this whatever type of way. You can control how you react, but you can't control what somebody else says or how they react. All you can do is control how you react. Nobody can make you love them. Nobody can make you happy. You might say that is the case, but that's just not the truth because nobody can force you to love them. And I'm pretty sure everyone would say I'm correct about that. And then in that case, nobody can make you angry either. Wait, I mean, make you angry, make you happy, make you sad. Nobody can make you any of these things. You felt that way because your expectation wasn't met. Whether that's the fault of somebody else or not, you have made yourself feel that way. If somebody else tells you you're ugly, you have a choice to believe that or not. They say, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, and that couldn't be more true. Um, let's see. Sorry guys, I lose my train of thought all the time when I'm moving from thing to thing here. That's why I was kind of excited about 5 people, even if I didn't get, anything. But I was like, man, maybe I'll get to bounce my ideas off somebody. Maybe somebody will say something outlandish. But that's not why I struggle with things. That's just me being funny. Or feeling sorry for myself. Really, that's just me feeling sorry for myself. I'm trying to do better with my confidence. Which is gonna that's a choice too, but it also comes with time and practice. Um, Confidence isn't, they say fake it till you make it, but you're not really faking it if you are, actively living it, I'd say. Um so to a certain extent the phrase fake it till you make it isn't really, faking it, because if you're quote unquote faking it till you make it, you're more than likely going to, make it. But that's as long as you keep going. The fake it till you make it is, faking it until you get there. But usually if you've made it there, you're not faking it anymore, quote unquote. But um to have confidence in yourself, you first have to have make the choice to love yourself, for your flaws, for the mistakes you make, whatever you perceive, to be failures, for yourself. Um, you have to love yourself through it all. But um, practice exercising your emotions today and exercising your lovability. As we like to say in Love and Action Network all the time, you are loved and lovable. Um, you are loved and lovable. Yeah, as Tara just said, confidence is just a skill. There are no bad parts. There are no bad parts. Which is No Bad Parts is a book that we read in our book club at Love and Action Network. It's by Richard C. Schwartz. That's Schwartz, SCHWARTZ. I believe it is Richard C. Schwartz. I believe he's like his PhD in psychology. I think something like that. But he wrote a book called No Bad Parts. I highly recommend everyone to read that. It's actually pretty interesting. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the chakra system, give my closing thoughts, and then we can go ahead and head out of here. Um, After this is said and done, I'm definitely going to try to either, meditate or do something just to keep my mind off of my disappointment, just for how the daily boost started. But again, that's okay. Exercise those emotions, find out why you feel that way. Don't just feel that way. Um, don't just feel that way. Exercise your emotions, like figure out why you feel that way. Don't just feel that way. Um, I encourage us all to do that more instead of just being angry. Think about, actually actively think about why you are angry, why you're upset, why you're sad. As Tara just said, be kind to yourself. Be nice. Be nice to yourself. No matter how hard that may be for some of us. Be nice to yourself. I'm still getting used to trying to be nice to myself. After years of hating myself, I've made the decision to, actively love myself, actively give myself grace. It takes time. It takes time. It takes, putting it into your routine. Routines are very important. I understand that we don't really like being broken out of a routine. But sometimes changing the routine is good. Change is a tool as well. Change is a tool. Failure is a tool. It's all just a tool at the end of the day. Um, yeah. Today is about the throat chakra, the 7 day pillar challenge. So I'll get into talking a little bit about the throat chakra. The throat chakra is the first of the spiritual chakras, and it has much to do with our true and authentic voice, where faith and understanding combine. When the throat chakra is out of harmony, we have difficulty speaking our truth or expressing ourselves, feel silence and judge what we say, feel out of alignment with who we are, and feel out of touch with our will to live. When the throat chakra is in harmony, our will to live is strong and we are able to follow our dreams. We speak our truth where we say what we mean and mean what we say. We express ourselves easily, creatively, and authentically, listen to our inner voice, and have a balance between silence and speech. The location of the throat chakra is at the front of the base of the neck, at the hollow of the collarbone, which is about right here if you're watching on YouTube or anything like that. Um, the color that is associated with the throat chakra is light blue. The element of the throat chakra is sound. The affirmation for the throat chakra is I speak. And the glands that are involved in the throat chakra are the thyroid and parathyroid. Um, the thyroid and parathyroid glands are within a system within the human body called the endocrine system. Um, the endocrine system creates and releases hormones to maintain countless bodily functions. You have more than 50 hormones, and they affect nearly all aspects of your health, directly or indirectly. Examples include but are not limited to metabolism, homeostasis, growth and development, sexual function, reproduction, sleep wake cycle, and mood. The thyroid gland is butterfly shaped and is located at the front of your neck. It helps control your metabolism, which converts food and drink into energy. The parathyroid are four pea-sized glands that are typically behind your throat. The hormone it releases controls the level of calcium in your blood. If you guys don't know what calcium helps your nerves work, helps your muscles contract so you can move, helps your blood clot, and helps your heart work properly. So that was my little spiel about the endocrine glands. The thyroid and the parathyroid that are related to the throat chakra. The life lesson of the throat chakra is to speak and receive truth. Physical dysfunctions that are related to the throat chakra include but are not limited to raspy or sore throat, mouth ulcers, gum difficulties, TMJ, stiff neck, scoliosis, swollen glands, and thyroid problems. Mental/emotional issues that deal with the that are related to the throat chakra include but are not limited to the strength of will, personal expression, following one's dreams, using personal power to create choice, and capacity to make decisions, addiction, judgment, criticism, and faith. Possible causes of energy blocks are difficulty in expressing oneself, withholding or swallowing words, and suppressing creative talents. The crystals, or as I like to call my crystals, my pet rock familia. The crystals that are related to the throat chakra include, but are not limited to, turquoise, blue kyanite, aquamarine, celestite, iolite, sodalite, and lapis lazuli. When it comes to the throat chakra, I definitely feel like my throat chakra today took a hit when it comes to um, my personal expression and difficulty expressing myself, withholding um, just I struggle a lot with being confident in myself, being confident in my words. After I make a mistake, I just kind of have this habit of shutting down, and I'm trying to break it. I try to break it every day. It's a constant joy to work on myself. I used to say constant battle, but two people within my network, one of them being our CEO or leader of Love and Action Network, Dr. Flo, and the other one being my co-host for Late Night Sacks, which is a podcast every Tuesday when we go live on YouTube called Late Night Sacks. Me and Tara talk about football all year long, the NFL off season, I don't know how much of the draft we'll get into. We might look up some hopefully highlights or film of some of the draft picks. But they told me to flip um, what I used to say and use it as a positive affirmation. I used to always say, work on myself is a constant battle. Instead of saying it's a constant battle, I now say it's a constant joy. Um, Working on myself is a constant joy. Um, I know some days it's really not going to feel like it. I know that for a fact. It's not going to feel like a constant joy, but that's what I want to say for myself. That's what I want to say out loud for myself, that working on myself is a constant joy, because it's definitely going to feel like it once I better myself, once I get past these, negative emotions, these negative thoughts of mine. Once I push towards, my expression and creativity and move towards, positive, more positive thinking. People like to call pessimism realism, or just being realistic, and like to hide behind that word. But um, it's really, life just comes down to a choice. If you can say you're not going to complete something versus you are going to complete something and you're going to get the same result, why say you're not going to be able to do it? That's just me. I feel like everyone thinks being positive is corny. It's like, no, being negative is corny. Like, I, it's corny, especially, I mean, it should be corny to yourself when you're, being negative on yourself, because no one's going to benefit from your shrinking. uh, no one's gonna benefit from your shrinking, especially you. No one's going to um, just just choose to love yourself, guys. Through the good and the bad, choose to love yourself. Um, I'm sorry. I've been completely thrown off from the technical difficulty. To be honest, I'm just gonna be completely honest here, and also, um, I'm just I'm still working on my confidence with talking about the daily boost and stuff like that. Putting myself up here. Um, I'm not used to, I mean, talking so positively, especially about myself or in general. So this is all very new to me, but I want you guys to understand it's very important to give yourself grace and being nice to yourself, choosing to love yourself. And it's important because you want to give that love to other people. At least I'm assuming. Or you want to give that love to just one specific person. Um, you've got to choose to love yourself first. And loving yourself means taking care of yourself, believing in yourself, working towards goals that you want to. Don't work towards something that someone else wants you to work towards. Work towards it because you want to work towards it, because it's going to make you happy, because it's going to make you, like I said, no one else can make you feel happy, but you can make yourself happy. You absolutely can. But only you make the rules for that. So it's up to you. It's up for you to break yourself out of your depression. It's up to you. Like, you can see a therapist any day of the week. They can help you move through it and, pick your mind apart about how you feel about things. But at the end of the day, you had to choose to, one, see the therapist, two, be open and willing enough to, be better and um move forward. All that life requires of you to do is show up, and showing up will lead to great things for yourself. I haven't even thought about, for years, I haven't thought about what makes me happy and what, I want to even do with my life. So I'm at this point where I'm like, I'll do anything. Um well, not anything. I won't do anything, but I'm just, just to survive, just to find a career and whatnot, or to find um something that pays the bills. I'm just kind of moving. I'm still personally looking for what makes me happy or what will make me um m- motivated, I guess I'll say. It's a constant joy to, work on it though. Um I forgot what I was going to say. I had something. I hope I don't lose it. I hope I don't lose the thread. Come back. um, um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I'm done for the day. Um, uh, I had something, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I had something. I lost it. I feel like this happens every time. And, I don't know. I really struggle expressing myself and talking sometimes, especially once a mistake happens, which again, I'm going to work on. I hope to get better at it. I hope not to struggle with this as much because I want people to believe in themselves. I want people to believe that they can achieve more. I'd like to be an example of that, but eh, just know I am here with all of you guys that are struggling with life, all you guys that are working through what you're working through. I'm working through it with you. I'm here with you. We're going to do better. I speak it over all of us, which is the affirmation of the day. You are all loved and lovable, and you deserve to have the day you feel that you deserve. Be humble, be unapologetic, and be true to you. I love you all, and thank you all for being here, listening to me, being here with me through all the technical difficulties and the non-technical difficulties, the speaking difficulties, um, the daily boost difficulties, just all of it. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you next time on the next daily boost. Remember to express your lovability. That's what I'm going to go do after this. Try to find something to laugh about, as we talked about last week, so I can express this disappointment, express these emotions, so I can hopefully come tomorrow with a better daily boost, or something that I at least feel that's better than today. Um, I hope that I'm sorry, y'all. It's I hope that you all truly believe that you are loved and lovable. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.